So I watched some award show. It was an R&B Icon Award, and they give awards to anybody, but this particular artist who got it is one of my favorites. One of my favorite artists of the last 35 plus years. And for my money, I will take him over Usher, Chris Brown, uh, certain cats that's just singing. They can't fade him. I'm talking about Tevin Campbell. Now he came out and said he wants to do his by a documentary on A&E. He doesn't want to do it on Unsung. And at first, I kind of looked at it kind of maybe as a slight to BET, but then I thought there really is no BET. So he goes to A&E. He have a wide audience. I mean, more appeal. But I thought, hey, he's kind of done things his own way. I think about artists like Sade, uh, Luther Vandross, certain artists that kind of had their own lane the way they did it. He really has, because he doesn't put out music just to put out, and he won't work with just anybody just to put out something. He's very selective. He got, pimped and hustled by the business as a kid, and they were funny time with him and a whole lot of other things. However, that talent is still there. That man can still out sing a lot of this garbage that you have to hear on the radio today. And it's a shame that he isn't being allowed the forefront of modernized radio, et cetera, because I'm gonna tell you something. He could run circles around a lot of people still. But I listened to his speech, and he said every black artist should get that award. He said this is what we got to do. I said, yeah, that's growth maturation, and he's definitely gotten deep. He understands where things have evolved. You know, he's watched a lot of things happen since the days he came out. Bobby Humphries, the jazz flutist, brought him to Quincy Jones, and he got to work with the likes from Quincy Jones to working with LA and Babyface, and then with Prince and a lot of Michael Walton, I'll be sure, and so on, and Michael Jackson Association, etc. But the thing is, he been humble, been himself, and I like what he said, and he definitely should get awards. It's a shame and a travesty this cat ain't out, singing and performing, because he's better than a lot of that stuff that they're pushing on you. He really is, and he. I remember Aretha Franklin had him sing at a special back in the day, and he worked with Paul Anka amongst others. He was working with artists that had some style and flair. It wasn't being trashy. He wasn't being a jive, Jira doing ticky turkey stuff. So he's always an artist that I pull for and respect it. Respect him as a black man. I respect what he speaks about and how he's kept his dignity and what he's done despite trials, tribulations, and no matter what nobody want to say or how they want to come about with him, they can't take his talent from him, and they can't take the fact that he didn't just thought himself out here for likes and what have you. Because that cat, talent, and I like what he's about. So I'm looking forward to the documentary and all that. And I think that uh, people should look at, when people really being about their craft, but they take themselves respectability more so than this foolery and this cosmetic fakery that is the music industry, that plantation. Because you got to grow up and you got to find out who you are. And this cat then definitely showed you who he is. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and glad to see Tevin Campbell being acknowledged. He should be acknowledged. He should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think. And he definitely has had impact, and he is underrated and underappreciated. So give that brother his flowers. I'm out.